Good afternoon and happy Sunday. Today we will be celebrating. Actually, we're going to be here twice today. The first time we have a unique guest. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be fun, but most definitely it will be creative. And later on, I have some friends that are doing a business launch, Generations Hairdressing, and they'll be on after this. And then tomorrow we have a very, very special panel that will talk about healthy eyes. And that will be spectacular. So what I want you to do is like, share, comment, be engaged. As today, we're going to kick off our, I guess you want to say 3-part series with Miss Yvonne Anglada. Miss Anglada, she is gifted with her hands. There's nothing that she cannot make. Like if you see this behind me, she made that. That is our tablecloth that we use when we do presentations. If you see our lovely shirts that says A Better Chance for You Futures, she made those also. So I said, because it is Hispanic Heritage Month, and what better way to let her share her gift with everyone. So I would like to welcome to this Sunday's Let's Talk About It, Miss Yvonne Anglada. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I am great, Monique, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I mean, it's an amazing opportunity, but I also want to thank you because you are truly an inspiration in everything that you do for our kids and in education. So it's really an honor to be here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I didn't tell people how we met, and I was like, I got to see her face reaction because then that way you can fact check me if I'm wrong. So if you don't know, Miss Anglada actually was one of my principals in my educational career. And she was actually one of the principals that challenged me the most. I didn't appreciate it then, but now look back, I'm like, okay, she taught me how to calendar. She taught me how to stand up and speak up, even when I didn't want to. And she actually, I do recall, she gave me, some people say you give them a voice, but she gave me that platform to feel comfortable about sharing my story. So I can do nothing but thank her because now I'm putting everything that she taught me into action as I run my nonprofit. And so I was sitting here the other day, I was looking, I was like, I got to do my newsletter. I got that from her. So you guys, the reason why the newsletter is out the way it's out every week, it started with her. But when she was my principal, she always gave us gifts, and she's really crafty, really, really unique in things that she would do. She was like, who wants presents? And we would just yell out, we do. But I would always tell her, you need to turn this into something. This is a hobby for you. This is a moneymaker. So now you have Heart's Desires by Yvonne. And I'm super excited and happy for you as we see this just blossom and grow. So let's hear about it. How did you come about this idea? And how did you come about leaving education to do this and retiring and still working? How did you come about it?
Well, I retired about 1.5 years ago, and coming from the educational system where honestly you work 24 hours a day, and then suddenly retiring and not even knowing what day it is, it was like, okay, I've really got to do something. And so I've absolutely had the time to explore different things and explore what I really wanted to do. And as you said, creating different things, making different things, inventing out of really weird ideas, something that you actually can see and is tangible is exciting to me. And so I started doing that for my house as gifts. And then slowly but surely, people started asking, hey, can you make me a wreath? And wreath really is where I started. And I'm like, yes. And I've probably made in 1.5 years, probably have made now, I'm going to guesstimate over 250 wreaths. Yeah, all kinds. I've had families that have ordered every season for their home. And it's just really, really awesome because I don't go to fairs or craft shows because I like the custom part. I like the person saying, I've got this idea in my head, and
Yes.
that's all I've got, right? And so you can do the rest. And so most people do that, and it allows me to be very creative and to think, and then put it to paper, do up a mock, and show it to the person. So I've started with friends have told friends have told other friends, created my little Facebook page. I do have a shop at Etsy for out of Texas. Wow. And it's just been so much fun.
Oh, wow. So like, what is your favorite creation? I know you love everything because I'm the same way, but what is your favorite thing, like a project that you have made that you just got super excited about?
I think the thing that comes to mind is I had a dear friend who wanted to do something very, very special for her sister. And a tragedy had occurred. And so she was telling me about this. She says, I want something for my sister. And I want it around the theme of the movies Cars. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, wow, I watched Cars like 20 years ago. So this was very special. And it was something that was going to go to a person who really needed happiness at the time. And so I sat down, I watched 3 or 4 of the movies. I don't know if there's 3 or 4, but I watched them all and just started looking for a theme that would be appropriate. And so I chose the theme of Route 66, where memories are made. And it had the impact that I hoped it would have. And I think that by far has been one of my favorite things to make.
Oh, okay.
But I like it all. I do. I like everything. So.
Oh, well, that's good. Now, you make these things completely by hand. Every product that is made by hand. How would a person go about, even if they're just thinking of something that they may want? Is there a page that they would place an order on, or how would they do that?
Yeah, they could go to my Facebook page. I think I sent you the link, and they could message me there. I also do not have a problem sharing my phone number. They can call me directly, and they could say, hey, I've got this thought. This is kind of what I'm thinking about. And I'll ask basic questions like how, what size, what color, tell me more. And then once I get all of their ideas in my mind and correctly, then I do the mock-up. And then I submit to the person a mock-up and say, what do you think? And they can say, change that or make this bigger or whatever. But yeah, any way you could want to reach me is fine.
Awesome. I truly benefit from several of your creations. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do. Just like example, that behind me, I was like, we have a presentation to do. You know me, I'll go buy some plastic tablecloths and just be fun. He was like, no, Monique,
no plastic tablecloth.
He was like, not at all. And I was like, well, the news will be there, but it'll be okay because we'll have the tablecloth. He was like, no, ma'am. So.
And now you've got something that you have every event that you go to. And so you don't have to be taking these ugly plastic tablecloths. Yeah, Monique, you have been like super instrumental in my growth, actually, not only for your nonprofit, but so many of your friends have called and said, hey, I want this, and can you do that? And I'm gonna do a summer camp, or I'm gonna do this. And so it's just been so fun with everything that there's no 2 things that are alike.
That's true.
Yeah. And so that in itself is fun.
Like even the mask, when I was on campus, I went to Wilberforce and I was with some of my friends and they were like, who made those? I was like, I can't tell you. I don't want you to do the same thing as me. But, I have to quit being selfish and share. But so if you're watching, Miss Yvonne, Heart's Desires, is who made the Wilberforce mask with the WU on the side. She also made the Wilberforce t-shirts that you may see sometimes with the 18 the year on there. And she also make my mom and dad's gifts that, you know, the mom shirt and the dad shirt. She is very, very talented. If you reach out to her, I promise you, if you tell her it's a vision, she gonna make a shirt or something out of it.
That's right. Behind me are those hands. I remember when you first saw the hands and you wanted all of the HBCUs on it. And I'm thinking, okay, I didn't realize there was hundreds. But that was a super fun thing to do. And so now I'm working on fall wreaths and started one Christmas one. And so just going to get these two wreaths finished and then work on some shirts. You have shirts here, by the way. But yeah, it is really, it's a passion. Mm-hmm. And like you, where, you know, you just give 110% to what you're doing.
Yes.
Because of what it means to you, right?
Exactly.
The same way. I am having a blast. I'm meeting great people. Mm-hmm. And I get to create things that I didn't even know I could create. And so it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. So do you have any like works like near you that we can show our viewers and people that may be interested in seeing?
Kind of what I do?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a fall wreath that I just finished this week.
Awesome. That's pretty.
Signs, Monique, I also custom make all the signs. So they're, you know, so it could say whatever the person wants them to say. I'm making a Christmas tree wreath.
Wow.
This one will have lights and little presents on the tree skirt. And then the little elf here I don't know if you can see the little tree topper, but it's a work in progress. And then you know that I love gnomes.
Yes, I do. I remember.
Yeah. So here's a gnome Christmas one.
Oh, that is pretty.
And then the one that I started a little while ago, actually today, is going to be a buffalo check pumpkin. So it's still very much in the fabric stage, but it's going to be pretty.
And that is awesome. Have you ever like thought about doing like a crafting class or something of that sort? Because I'm not crafty at all. I hate to admit this publicly, but I cannot even cut with scissors on a straight line. Like art, no. But if it was something, music, maybe. But I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, she's just doing all this. And she's like, it's easy. It's this. Like, how do you teach me, someone like me who is not gifted in arts and crafts, how to do what you do?
Oh, very easily. Very easily. The first thing you need to let go of is I'm kind of nervous. And what happens if this doesn't work? Mm-hmm. Then you tear it apart and you start again, right? And so you have to lose the fear of what if it doesn't work? Okay. And then once let's say you want to make this Christmas tree wreath, right? Mm-hmm. So the first thing would be we'll get all the supplies here, and then I would teach you step by step. I make, you make. When COVID first started, that was my plan, to go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's and do classes, Cricut classes or wreath making. But then, of course, COVID happened and we shut down. Mm-hmm. And that made me just throw myself into this more, which I guess worked out very well.
Yes, it pushed you into your passion. Like,
yeah. Yeah, it really, really did push me into my passion. And I do mandalas as well, you know, the layered
yes. Design. I know you. I see it in the back. I can't really make it out, but I think
that's your friend Charlie.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's your friend Charlie up there, and that has 6 layers. Wow. And so it gives a really unique 3D effect. So it looks very, very, very cool, and very popular with people. People love them. I've mainly done animals, but I do have two of them in here that are hearts.
Oh, wow.
For heart's desires. Yeah.
You put like everything into all of your work, and every time I talk to you, I'm amazed. I even remember my bag the day I picked up something.
Backpack, yes.
Backpack, and they're like, "Who put that on there?" I was like, "Well, I went to pick up shirts, and I told her I don't like traveling with my bag because everybody has one similar, and now everybody sees my bag and like, how did you get that?" I'm like, "Well, heart's desire. Every time I get something, I don't leave there empty-handed."
That was 5 minutes. That took us 5 minutes, and something so simple is very, very, it's great. I do decals for walls. I've done them for businesses. I've done them here in my own house for my picture wall of my own children and grandchildren, and I have a travel wall. And so I copied it from Dr. Zeus. Oh, the places you'll go. And then I always bring one little whatever from wherever I go. And then it goes on that wall, because sometimes we just need to remember that we need to continue to make memories.
That's true. And that is one thing I have like a grain in my head from working under your leadership, is that one thing is the teal color and the other thing is believe.
Oh, yes. I probably have, I don't know how many believes I have in here, but I have a lot of believes. That is definitely my word. Adopted in a time of despair, actually, when my son was diagnosed with cancer. And I clung on to that word, and he's doing great. But obviously not because of the word, but sometimes we just need something to cling on to.
That's true. And that's why I always bring this up, and people are like, "Why do you constantly talk about this principle?" I'm like, "You guys don't understand." I said, she pushed me into everything, but her leadership is why I'm so confident in telling my story. So I was like, I'm going to bring her on here. She's going to tell her story about this business that she has.
And Monique is not exaggerating when she says that she did not want to talk or share her story. She did not. She did not. And one Thursday, I said, "Okay, it's time for you to share your story with the students." She goes, "When? What? When?" I said, now would be a good time. And she continued to do that every week. Every week she continued to do that. And the kids loved it. They loved her and they trusted her, but it built that two-way communication that our babies needed.
Yes. And I cannot thank you enough for that. And thank you for your warm fuzzies. Some of them I still have around my office somewhere. I got the picture frames and different things. And that's much needed as a leader. And I think in education, that ball has been dropped in some senses. But I am glad that your retirement has provided you with your purpose, because you like to make things that make people happy, make their rooms look good. I have this memory of you, and you're probably about to laugh, where Christmas time.
Oh,
it got so bad to where I was like, "You need to come to my house, and we're gonna put up." I'm gonna tell my mom I made it. Like, you did that impact to where you took like ownership and made it your own. And I promise that Christmas tree was laid. I have never seen one look like that ever. Like, maybe in a magazine, but do you do that for other people? Like, you go in homes and decorate?
Yeah, I do holiday decoration. I have one coming up now in November. She wants to do it in November. I did her house last year where everything was from scratch. And so I was there 5 days. And so now I've done everything. We boxed everything up at the end of January. And so I'm going to go set up all her garlands and her soldiers and everything. I actually even do a decal for her wall that I remove in January. It says "Peace to All." And so I will be doing that for 2 families right now. And it is so fun. It is so fun.
I can imagine. Like, oh my goodness. Now, would they contact you via Facebook the same way if they wanted you to do the home decor?
Absolutely. And then if there's home decor, I actually meet with the person in their home. I'd like to see their style.
Okay.
Because what might work for me may not work for somebody else, and you need to make it your own. It has to be you. You got to go to your house, to your castle, and feel great. And so I meet with them. I kind of hear their vision. I see what they have. If they have pictures of previous Christmases, I'd love to see that. And then I create a proposal.
Wow.
Yeah, I create a proposal with everything that they wanted, the brooms they want, what they want, and we go from there. And I do the shopping as well if they want. In these two cases, I did all the shopping. So I'd be at the store. I said, hey, this is on sale. Get it. Okay. So we did it really, really economical because I like sales and I like coupons.
And you like Michael's.
And Hobby Lobby. And Amazon.
God, that is like unreal. Like you do the shopping. I didn't know that. I didn't really know that you did the shopping for like the interior things. I thought they bought it and you made it. See, I learned something new today as well. But I do know I was going to act like that Christmas tree. I put it up myself. I was like, my parents coming this year, so I'm going to put this tree.
I am actually very anxious to put mine up. Mine is covered with gnomes. And every little ornament has a gnome on it. And I started working on that probably in June.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's unique. It's different and nobody has that. And so it makes me happy.
Now that is a definite fact. As you know, I am a consumer of yours. I also call on you to throw out ideas. Is that everything is original. And sometimes walking around your house gets me in trouble. Because I see things like, oh, I want that. What about this? And I know one of the pieces I can't show right now that you do that is really, really creative. If you're a board game person, Heart's Desires makes a lovely Scrabble board with anything you want in it. And I couldn't pull the picture up right now, but I will put it in the newsletter and I will share it out when I talk more about Heart's Desires by Yvonne. But what made you come up with that concept?
I was actually in Virginia in my daughter-in-law's house, and they are very, very big on playing games as a family. I mean, they have games amazing. And the kids, one is 17 and one is 14, and they've been playing games since they began before they walked. And so it's truly a family event for them all the time to be playing games. And out of the games one day, my daughter-in-law said, you know what would be cool to do something in this game room about games, right? And so what better to do something about games than Scrabble, using Scrabble tiles. And so I actually just finished a wall. Well, I haven't put it up yet. But so I have here, there are 60 tiles.
Yay! That's my favorite game, actually.
Yeah, and so they'll be saying different words. And so I do the layout as well. They're 5-inch square, so I measure the distance needed in the wall and all of that. But that's what this will become. I have a ton of letters there for this Scrabble wall that's going into a school. And I have a Scrabble board in my game room, but the inspiration came from my daughter-in-law.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it came from my daughter-in-law, and she's very creative as well.
That's good.
Yeah, and so that's the birth of the Scrabble wall.
So most of your pieces and unique creations that you have made are inspired by people that are close to you.
I would say probably so. I also spend a lot of time trying to learn new things. For example, I just bought a sublimation printer to do designs, though you don't use vinyl. Unfortunately, you could only do it on white and gray, like the T-shirts that you've ordered. But in looking at Pinterest and looking at Etsy and looking at different places, I also get a lot of ideas there.
Oh, wow.
But then I see like I could see a wreath and it's really pretty. And then I look and it's $150. I'm going, Yeah, no. I can make that for a lot less. And so, inspiration comes from so many things and people asking, like you with the tablecloth. I would have never thought about that, but we had done so many things with your logo.
Yes, we got t-shirts. I was looking back here. I don't have
your tumblers.
I have these that you
Yeah.
did. And then I was like, I don't have I think my ABC youth one I gave to, nothing is never my own. I've come to realize that. But I think I gave it to one of my parents. I'm not sure. I think so. They get everything.
Pay it forward.
They get everything. Just like the Wilberforce shirt. So they get everything. And then my friend, if she's probably watching Miosha, I gave her one of the masks when I went home. So like I said, anything I have is never my own, but it's worth it. I pay it for them.
Yeah. and that's awesome. That's a huge compliment to me. So really, thank you. You are always one of the very excited with whatever, small or big, that is made. And so seeing people's faces, because pictures are great, but it really doesn't show the depth of something, right?
That's true.
Seeing people's faces. A friend of mine just texted me yesterday. She goes, I put up my fall wreath. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me feel.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that's just really great. Or my son who bought a pool table and wants to put all these decals on it and saw it making decals for his pool table. So it's, it's anything and everything.
That is nice though. That's a joy, because then you can always go when you visit and see your work.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But like I always tell you, I could totally make it. I might have to research it. I might have to study it, but I'll make it. And I'll have fun doing it and continue doing so. You've just got to be okay experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
Before the product leaves the house, so that when it does leave the house, it's exactly what the person wanted.
Yes, and that is one thing that you always, do you like it? Are you sure you like it? If you don't like it, I'll make it over. And I'm not saying this because she's here, but I have experimented with several vendors, and with Heart's Desire, I get something. Sometimes it's stuff extra on there that I didn't even ask for. And I'm like, oh my God, this looks even more amazing. And you make it personable to the person. Like, it's not a secret that I like glitter and, So most of my items that I get from you always have like that extra touch. Just like this, it has bling on it. You can't see it, but it's on there.
Yeah. Oh, she wants bling. And I happen to love bling. So it works out perfectly. Glitter, bling, studs, love it all.
Yes, and I have never been disappointed in anything that I get. Sometimes since I'm in this transition with weight, some of the shirts are a little bit too big, but it's okay. Somebody always take it from me. So
That's right. And you always tie a knot in the back of your t-shirt.
Yes, definitely. That can do that also.
Yeah. There's always a way to get it done. You just have to make it work.
Exactly. That's the key to any entrepreneur business. Like you're gonna fail some before you win. And definitely you can attest to that. You have a very impactful journey line. I've heard your journey line numerous times. But would you have imagined that you would retire from education and start your own? Was that something you would imagine in your wildest years?
No. First of all, I never envisioned retiring. And so people, I think, were actually betting she's not going to retire. Because again, the passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the kids.
Definitely.
Oh, and the family and the community that comes together, for the kids. So I never envisioned myself retiring. When I decided to retire, It was a very difficult decision. I probably talked to my sons daily. Like, what do I do? What do you think? Because I was very unsure.
Mm.
And so now a year and a half ago now, I know it was the right time.
Mm.
And I have no lack of energy whatsoever. Thank you. That's truly a blessing that I have great energy. And so I'm doing exactly what I think I should have been doing at this point in my life.
Awesome. I am like that. Just is like, oh, she, because you are very passionate about. You're very caring. Even though I didn't understand the process when I was under your leadership, now I see it. You're very caring, but you're tactful but caring. I guess that's how I can say it. And your heart has always been in the right place. I just didn't understand it. And so I am a true believer in giving people flowers while they're living.
That's right.
So that's why I always, give credit where credit is due. I'm like, no, she meant well. I just didn't. It was just a personality thing. I didn't understand, But
I think a couple of times you kind of verbalized like you just scare me because I'm just 900 miles a minute, as you well know, and
yeah.
so people are like, oh, here she comes, tornado, right? But once people get to know you and realize that your heart is in the right place and what you want is the success of those kiddos, all of them, each and every one of them, and to build that community, then people start understanding, okay, I get this now.
Yes. And that is one thing I can always say, I'm like, look, she has literally helped me with every foundational thing that I have dealt with this year, going fully nonprofit, from the time management, from the ideas, from me not using the plastic tablecloth.
From all the super diva clothes and bling.
Oh my goodness, because people know me. I'm so plain Jane, and I'm like, look, hey, this gonna work for this. And you're like, no, you have way too many things. So I can't thank you enough for that. I mean, because that actually was featured when we were on Spectrum News. So kudos to you.
Awesome, good to you, and kudos to you. Every time I talk to you, which is every week almost, I think we talk every week.
Yeah.
There's always another event, another endeavor, another sponsor, another activity. Kudos to you, because to build something from nothing is hard.
It is. It is very hard. And like I said, my foundational sponsors and people who have helped, I can't thank them enough. That's probably why you all are always in the newsletter. I'm always finding ways of people to support, because I can't thank you enough for that.
Well, and the folks that you work with, I'm obviously not going to mention any names, but I've met quite a few of the ladies, and they're passionate, and they're let's do it. We've got this, and they're mission driven together with you. And so when you're surrounded with people that believe in the same thing you do,
yes,
you can't fail.
Oh, that's so sweet. Like you, that's so sweet. And that is something that, that what brings me back to your favorite word. Like every time I talk to you, I just see it like believe on your phone.
Right?
Yes. And so that's one of the nuggets that you have taught me, even when I'm in something that I'm uncomfortable with. And I, always been uncomfortable about talking in front of people, because sometimes I talk too fast and my accent and different words may not come out right. And so you helped me get through that stumbling block. And now it's like, oh God, I'm talking on podcasts, I'm on this interview and that interview. And I'm like, she did that.
Well, honestly, I don't think I did all of that. Thank you, but you have it. You have it. You just needed a little bit of a push or a nudge to bring it out, but you had it. and a beautiful story that it is. And sometimes it's hard to share your own story, right?
Yes.
It is. It's hard because, we've always learned you don't talk about yourself all the time. And
No.
so sharing stories sometimes are very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to, because it's who you are.
It is. And that's why it was so, like, for Hispanic Heritage Month, I was like, I'm going to get her on here. Even if it's 5 minutes, I want her to share Heart's Desire by Yvonne. They always see me wearing her products, and they never got to actually meet the artist behind the artwork. So that was one of the reasons. And the other reason is because, like I said, I believe in giving flowers while people are living. I don't want to ever be the one that live with regrets to not be able to tell you how thankful I am for you and pushing me in many ways.
Well, that's very sweet, and you are definitely very welcome. But when you first told me about this, I was like, what do I do? What do I say? I really am very thankful for the opportunity, and more than anything that we worked together. We stopped working together, but we have continued to be friends, and that is powerful.
That's very powerful. I mean, even though I I laugh about it all the time because I'm like, goodness, I said we go to lunch together, we go do stuff. I'm like, she is really one of the nicest people in the world.
Didn't know that then. Yeah, I know. And you weren't the only person, I'm sure that felt like that, but that's okay. My mission is always going to be kids, and it's but I always wanted everybody to know that respect is earned.
It is. It is. And I couldn't be proud that you are in your purpose. Like, you used to make us gifts, and I was like, this lady is always giving us stuff, but back then that, we just didn't put two and two together to say, look, this is her passion. She does this with her eyes closed. I remember one day you was like, I'll fix it. I'm like, how are you going to fix that? You did something and it was done. I'm like, okay, it would take me about 2 months to figure this out just to do this part, and it was done. So,
well, see, just like you said, you didn't like to speak. Now we got to get you to be creative and to make things, and then you could go, hey, I'm not scared of doing this anymore.
The cut, I'm telling you, I cannot cut with scissors on the straight line. Is bad. My art game is horrible. Music, I got you. Art,
well, I guess that's better for me then. Which reminds me, I do have a stack of things for you here.
I am coming to get my belongings this week.
I'll put my dog away.
Thank you, Jesus. Everybody knows that. Now, that's no secret. Everybody knows I am petrified of animals of any kind of sort.
Whoever's listening, I want you to know that my dog weighs 9 pounds. It's about that big.
He got teeth. It bites.
Yeah, no. But I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Monique. I continue to be inspired by your passion, your drive, and your mission for all of these lucky students that cross in your path, or you cross in theirs. And so really wish you the very, very best, and know that if you ever need me, I'm here.
Always, definitely will call on you when needed. Even when I need a thought partner, I'm like, hey, I got to do this event. What type of gifts do you think we need to give the participants?
Yeah.
So as we are coming to a close, I know I hate to leave because I was having such a good time. And you see, look, you just got so comfortable. We almost talked a whole hour and you didn't even know it. So as we come to a close, how can we get a hold of some of Heart's Desire's products? Just to mention it one last time for the replayers, the late to the party, the late to coming to see us. How can we get the items from Heart's Desires? And what is something inspirational that you can tell people that may be thinking about becoming entrepreneurs?
For the first question, I think the easiest way would be, you always post my phone number, is just to give me a call, or to go to my Facebook page. And I'm going to it because, believe it or not, I'm not quite sure how it, okay. It's Heart's Desires, Wreath, Signs, Tumblers, and more. So you can just go to Facebook and put Heart's Desires, Wreath, Signs, Tumblers, and more, and it'll come up. You can message me there as well. There's lots and lots and lots of pictures of things that I've made in the past. And so that might be the easiest way. And I also sent you the link for the Heart's Desires. Oh, and I think you just
put it across the screen. I did for you.
Thank you. There it is. And then the second question, what advice? I would say that for anybody wanting to start a business is to really analyze if this business is something that you're passionate about. Mm-hmm. Many people start businesses and it's just thinking it's going to make money, but they're not passionate, and then it shows, right? So first of all, are you passionate about it? And then number two is think of the scale that you want to. I love making everything myself. I don't know what I would do if I get to the point that I can't make everything myself, because I actually like that part. But, to each his own. So I would say passion, the scope of what you want to do, and what is it that you want to do, right? So if you want to do windows, what does that look like? Kind of get that idea really perfected in your mind before you do it. I think in my case, I probably should narrow the scope of things that I do, because, when you've got wreaths and shirts and tumblers and mugs and home, or I organize pantries and closets. And so that's a lot of stuff, right? And so I need to really hone in on 2 or 3 things. My problem is that I like them all. And so I don't know how to do that. And so I've been really giving that a lot of thought. Like, I don't want to give up wreaths, but I don't want to give up shirts, and I don't want to. So I don't know what it's going to look like, one day at a time.
That's important. What you just said, one day at a time. You can't be a master of everything unless you have to take things one piece at a time. And I totally agree with you. And I think that's something that even you had taught me, like, look, break up your time, do a little bit of this each day on each project. And then by the time your calendar is organized and you're together. So I use all of those nuggets. And I know at the time I, was really hateful of having my calendar done. I would say that.
You would avoid me like the plague. Let's be honest. Like, oh, I don't want to see her because she's going to ask me about that calendar. And look at you.
It's funny because I told somebody, I have to send you a calendar invite because I'm not sure if I have that time available. And then my seniors that I mentored to, I challenged them with that too. I'm like, look, you have a tracker. I need to know how many letters you got from schools, how many are we sending. So everything from those check-ins that I used to, like, you're right, I used to avoid you like you had COVID almost. But
but I found you.
always. But it is, really, really important that what you said, take it one thing at a time. You can't do everything at the same time.
That's right. And think about the powerful lesson that the students are learning by you forcing them to manage their time, to document this. And that's also very important lessons for the kids.
Yes. And I love, like you said, I love what I do. It is happiness every day. Because I'm able to walk in my purpose, and I also see it in you as well. I'm like, oh goodness, she gets to really enjoy what she's doing. So, did you have anything else that you wanted to say to our sponsors before we close, or our people watching, our late party folks, our everybody? Because I see the numbers going up and down. So we do have some people that are chiming in. They don't really have much questions, but I guarantee when I share it in the newsletter, they will. We did share the contact information. Did you have anything like upcoming events that they may need to know about?
No, as I said, I really shy away, don't like to do craft shows and stuff like that, because then I'm kind of mass producing stuff. And the custom part is the part that I like. And so the only thing that I would end with is, if you have a question or you have a thought, bring it to me. We'll go from there.
Awesome. And she is always a person that is reachable. She does respond right away. I do know that for a fact because she makes pretty much all of our nonprofit items, even some of my personal items. Some of my personal items, some of the gifts for family members, friends, because I learned this from her. If you have a happy team, they will love to come to work for you. So I always give my team gifts and surprises. Some of them I can't keep a surprise because I get so excited about it.
You did that with the tumblers.
Yes. They was like, my name is on it too. I was like, yes, your name is on it too. So I do appreciate you giving us your time this Sunday on Let's Talk About It, representing for Hispanic Heritage Month. Please check out her website, check out her phone number, check out her links, especially those who have asked in the past, where do I get my mask from? Now you know exactly where to go directly, so you don't have to use me as the middleman. She makes my shirts. She makes my tablecloths. She did not she didn't let Ms. Mo go out with the pink tablecloth that was going to be from Walmart in plastic. No, she didn't let me do that. But
so you have to put your black and pink in there with your bling.
Definitely, that part, definitely. So without, any more, I can't thank you enough for giving us your time on a Sunday. Please stay tuned. I will be back in a couple of minutes. This is a very busy time for us, Miss Yvonne. Oh my Jesus. Today we have a business launch, possibly at 7:30. And then tomorrow, can you believe this? This is so amazing tomorrow. You know how I always have problems with my eyes. I was able to connect and have business and education partners. All three of them are optometrists.
Wow.
So I was in like hog heaven and I was asking her different questions. Well, why does my eye do? So they will be on tomorrow, same time, same place. Even though, and they also will be on Tuesday, but not per me, but they'll be using the StreamYard platform because they're doing an Impact HBCU project, which I think is phenomenal. They're going to market scholars that may be interested in learning about healthcare fields.
That is incredible.
So I was like, overly excited. And I still haven't mastered saying no to everybody, but this is necessary to me. So that's what I'm up to.
We'll speed ahead. Thank you, Monique, for this opportunity. And anybody who is watching, thank you for watching. And no question is a bad question. And again, thank you so very much. Love you.
Oh, thank you. And again, we will be back shortly and definitely tomorrow. Again, thanks, Hearts Desires. Please check out their website. Check out their information. Is always in my newsletter because she is a partner in education because we always use their products. When you see us out, we have on her shirts. So please, 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 by all means, support. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, everybody, for watching.
Bye. Good night.